Okay. Hello, everyone. I want to give some introduction about this Athena Institute and also our vision, which we want to share. So this is going to be the summary and also vision of the Athena, which I summarize here. So Athena advanced AI technologies to transfer the design, operation, and service of future mobile networks. The research activity of Athena are organized under 4 thrusts, which you will hear in the following: networking, computer, AI, and services. Athena is committed to educational and workforce development, cultivating a diverse next generation mobile network leaders with the core values of ethics and also fairness for AI. And as a next point, which was emphasized by Alex again, for the community, Athena as well as collaboration and knowledge transfer to translate its emerging technical capabilities to the new business models and entrepreneurial opportunities, transforming the future competition model in both research and the industry. Yeah, as our Provost study mentioned it, this team is composed of 30 world-class scholars. I put their pictures there. It's a very diverse team with a very complementary expertise from 7 universities. And this organization chart of this Athena. So I will be, I am the PI and the institute directors, and my colleague Jeff is managing director, to help managing the daily operation, and his admin Rajesh, who is sitting here, is helping Jeff to organize all the details. We also have some directors, the Shani and Nikki for our education workforce development, and also technology transfer director Jeff Derby, and also broadening participation directors, Daniel and also John, for participating in our meeting today. And also have the thrust lead for each slot. I'm not going through all the details, but you will meet with them in today's meeting. So we're forming the external advisory board as we promised when we submitted this proposal. Those are 5 members that we have confirmed so far, but more members are being invited. They're coming from Microsoft, Qualcomm, Motorola Solutions, Samsung, SRC, and you can imagine that there are going to be more companies will join this family. So the geographical distribution of this participating institution is actually very spreading over the nation. So we have 7 universities with 8 national collaborators now, and more are coming, and they actually located in more than 13 states in the United States. That gives the overview about why we came up with these ideas. When we start to prepare this proposal, we had a discussion about what is the major challenges we are facing for the edge computing. We feel like the United States is actually losing, sorry for using this term, the 5G battle in terms of the technology, in terms of the deployment of the stations on the first, which is shown here. But we also realize, the reason we're behind this competition is because we follow the old competition model, which is labor and capital intensive, which means when people need to invest a lot of money there and put a lot of manpower there to build up those things. But this model should be revolutionized. We actually try to change this model to be innovation driven, as we will show you later on. So this was our chart from beginning. So following this, we also find out the current generational upgrade of this 5G networks on the first, or actually need to redesign and rebuild the infrastructure to host a higher performance and bandwidth for the newer generation networks. So every generation, we need to abandon all this old equipment and rebuild everything with a denser and denser stations, so on and first. This certainly will be inflexible, wasteful, and the monopolistic. So what we can do here? So we envision that we need to decouple the shared mobile network platform from the physical infrastructure. And the advantage by doing this is we are going to enable the modularity of the physical infrastructure. And we're going to allow the more flexible opportunity for the services. So everybody going to rent this facility and offer their devices for those things. And we are going to create a new business model by decoupling these things and also create the entrepreneurial opportunity for the large diversity of the service providers, from the nationwide or from the local. So people also argue about, what's going to be the 6G, because people realize, 5G is there. But if you ask people simply going to answer like, the 6G will be a combination of faster 5G plus the AI technology. This remind me about the old code, say by default, saying if you ask people about what they wanted, they would like to have the faster horses. And never can we imagine there can be any four-wheel, all automobiles and so on first, right? So we need to think out of the box. So AI should not just provide the services and application to this faster 5G or such kind of things. We rather to like AI to play an important role in the infrastructure design and also the operations. This also, shares the same ideas about basically the motivation for this AI Institute, because they want to create, the circles between the AI technology and also the application. That being said, we have three insights. Number one, AI must be a powerful tool, because advances in AI provides powerful tools to solve the problems in compute and also network system design and operation at scale. And number two, we have a fresh challenge to AI, because the mobile networks and the services pose the fresh and also the attractive challenges, to AI's theoretical advances and practical applications. And also create a new modality of AI, because the mobile network infrastructure and their clients allow for new modality of AI in clients, edge data center, and the clouds, which are the very hot business computation sector in the current industry. So Athena not only addresses the challenges facing mobile networks, but also advances the state-of-the-art of AI regarding the functionality, efficiency, heterogeneity, and the trustworthiness, enabling a shared intelligent network infrastructure and disputing the ecosystem and the business models. So we created, the fourth thread, as I just mentioned it. The third one will create adaptable, scalable, and performance-aware mobile network infrastructure using data-driven approach. We're also going to design the next generation edge data center with high efficiency, availability, and security, investigate, system support for AI. We're going to develop AI techniques to fulfill the needs of the next generation network in functionality, efficiency, heterogeneity, and trustworthiness. And we will develop the innovative services and application for the next generation network enabled and inspired by the AI technologies. So the role of the other component will be naturally embedded with our technical core, which means we're going to build up the education and the workforce development. We're going to create a broadening participation, and we're going to enable the collaboration and technology transfer around all the technical capabilities. You will hear all our leaders for these different sectors to talk about their vision and also their applying in the afternoon. Thanks for the for Duke. We're able to host this AI Institute on the fourth floor of this newly opening building. So I encourage you to go to that fourth floor to see all the labs, which are marked here. So we actually occupy more than half of the fourth floor for all the laboratories and offices of our PIs. We also have the very large, computing capability, which is to support, because AI is a research. And to merit the success of the Athena, we're not going to be satisfied with publishing the papers, the patents on the first. We're actually looking for something beyond that. We're looking for example, the academic performance, in the industrial products, the software, the IPs, all the prototypes and the demos, and finally the leading the research directions. We're also looking for the placement and performance of our trainees, the best practice for the ethical AI education, the technology to transfer, and also a spin off the opportunities, education excellence and diversity, and also the participation in and the inference in the industrial standards. And to summarize, the Athena, so our vision will be virtualize a mobile network powered by the AI with unprecedented efficiency, reliability, and performance, aiming at realizing this vision with foundational and use-inspired research, as well as advancing the soda of AI in both application and theory. Instead of our mere important application, our developed AI technology will also offer the theoretical and technical foundation for future mobile networks in those four goals, and will serve as the next point of the community and facilitates the ecosystem of the emerging technologies and cultivates diverse next generation technical leaders in this particular field. And the success of this Athena will disrupt the future of the mobile network industry, create a new business model, and also entrepreneurial opportunities, and transfer the competition model of the future mobile network industry and research. So we are calling for all the collaboration from both academia and the industry, and as well as the government. And we're looking for the success of this Athena with the support for all our stakeholders. Thank you so much.